Hey, it's Alicia Lyttle, and in this episode of the Digital Jampreneur, we're going to talk about 15 ways that you can make sure your clients fall in love with you. Okay, let's get right into it. Hi, everybody. I'm Alicia Lyttle with Internet Income Jamaica. If you haven't visited us yet, please visit our website at internetincomejamaica.com. I will see you on that website. Click on courses to see the different types of courses we offer. Now, why am I saying this? Because today's class, let me move the mic closer. Today's class is all about 15 ways to make sure your clients fall in love with you. If you've been watching previous episodes of the Digital Jampreneur, you should now have an online business. You should have clients. And now you have to make sure that your clients love you. So let's get right into it. Okay. So, what are we talking about today? 15 ways to make sure that your clients fall in love with you. This PowerPoint presentation that I'm sharing, if you inbox me on Instagram, I can send it over to you. So on Instagram, I'm Alicia Lyttle, ALICIALYTTLE, and we'll go over that at the end of the video. But for now, let's go. 15 ways to make sure your clients fall in love with you. So as an online entrepreneur, it's so important to make sure that your clients are feel like they're in this with you for the long term. So they're not just getting work done from you one time, but they're going to come back over and over and over again. So 15 ideas that I'm going to share with you will have your clients singing your praises, will have them so excited to work with you. Let's go. Number one, conduct your business with honesty and integrity. Now, this seems like an easy one, but I just want to make sure that you always have this in mind. It's common sense, but it's worth mentioning. So, there's a billboard in Kingston that I love that says it's a quote by C.S. Lewis, and it says integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. So in your business, please do not cut corners, do not cover up mistakes, or do not outright steal ideas from others. If you don't know the answer to something, either research the answer or tell your client that you don't know the answer. Inevitably, if you lie to a client, they will find out the truth, which usually means they leave your service. Depending on the lie, this could also lead to a lawsuit, which no one ever wants. So again, just be a good human and do the right thing. Now, tip number 2 is admit your mistakes. This can be so hard because none of us like to make mistakes. But if we do make a mistake, what's the one thing that you should always do? Admit your mistakes and apologize. To run a client based business, open communication is a must, going in both directions. You want to appear perfect, but things do happen. Do you agree? Things happen. And if you make a mistake, admit it and fix it. As my mom always says, honesty is the best policy, even if you have a hard lesson to learn as a result. Admitting mistakes also relates back to running your business with integrity. As difficult as it may be to admit a mistake, and possibly you might come under fire for doing so, you'll learn an important lesson for preventing the same mistake in the future. Even if your client is angry, you can take pride in that you did the right thing. Okay, we're on to number 3. Answer your phone and emails when a client calls. Be on top of your communication. Nobody, myself included, nobody, you don't like lax communication. You want to make sure that when you're working with somebody, they communicate with you on a regular basis and keep you informed of the project that they're doing. So, how did you feel the last time you reached out to a company? I won't mention any names, but a company to ask a question, and your emails, your messages were never answered, or you were put into this voicemail that just kept going on and on and on, and you couldn't even figure out how to leave a voicemail message. You know, that never ending circle of pushing different buttons, hoping to get to the right department and never getting anywhere. So set your boundaries in your business in terms of how you communicate with your clients and when they are free to call you and that sort of thing. But most importantly, if they leave you a message, get back to them as quickly as possible. I hope you guys are enjoying this session so far. We're covering the 15 ways to make sure that your clients will fall in love with you. Now, if you want a copy of this presentation, I'm going to tell you how to get that at the end just by inboxing me on Instagram, and I will give you my PowerPoint slides for this presentation. So let's continue. The next thing is to be proactive. Don't always ask for your clients to tell you, can you do this for me or can you do that for me? Look and see what they need, make suggestions, find solutions for them. People like people who are solution oriented. Are you solution oriented? If not, make sure that you're that way from today on. So be 2 steps ahead of your client and determine which solutions would be the most helpful. But a word of caution, don't submit too many ideas at once if you think it will overwhelm them. Some people work great when lots of information is thrown at them, while others come to a complete standstill. It's like, "Arr." Do whatever works best for your client. And if necessary, keep your awesome ideas in that client folder until they're ready to hear them. Tip number 5, show your eagerness about their success. So, listen, when you talk to your clients, be excited. Oh, I went ahead a little. Be excited if they're achieving success in their business. You're part of that success. So, if they say, "Oh, I was just interviewed on a radio," send them a congratulations email. Ask to listen to the radio interview. Send an inspirational card, a handwritten note if possible. One of my students makes calls for a real estate client. Her client was able to purchase a new property to add to her portfolio, and my student congratulated her and was truly happy for her success. Her sincere words of encouragement meant so much to her client and deepened their relationship. Yay! Okay, number 6 is beat the deadlines and over deliver. So when your client sets a deadline for you, Tuesday at 3 p.m., beat it, right? Deliver Tuesday at 9 a.m. or Monday night if possible, and always over deliver. If they ask for 3 logo designs, give them 4, right? If they ask for a transcript to be done, include a summary of the transcript as a bonus. What can you do to over deliver? This is a really big one. If you master over delivery, you will see your business skyrocket. Listen, anybody, or there's a lot of people out there that can do logo designs for your client, but they chose you. Make them feel like they made such the right decision that they go out and talk about you and start spreading the word. Do you know why? Because you didn't just deliver the work, you over delivered. In our business, we never deliver, we always over deliver. So I want you to get it out of your mind that you just deliver the work back to your client. Never, never. You always over deliver when you get back to your client. So when you set your deadline dates or delivery dates, give yourself a bit of room so that you can deliver early and thus over deliver to your clients. If a task will take you 1 day to do, set a deadline of 3 days and deliver early. Do you see how that works? How do you think the airlines makes it possible to land on time or even early sometimes when for decades they were notorious for taking off late because they pad their arrival times? So, hand in hand with meeting deadlines is over delivering. If your client is expecting one plan for a social media campaign, why not submit 3 plans or variations? The idea is not to confuse your client, but to show them how many options they have while also showcasing your expertise. Always over deliver. If you agree with this, I want you to just shout out, agree. So, I like to tell my students that delivering was so last year, and this year we are only over delivering. Number 7, come through in moments of high stress. So, Murphy's Law always comes into play at the most inopportune times, which ultimately causes high stress when you're trying to meet a deadline. If your client calls you on a Friday night in a panic, decide if this is truly a time to panic or if the problem can be resolved on Monday. If it is officially panic time, consider jumping in to save the day. Not at the expense of missing your daughter's wedding on Saturday, but if your plans can be rearranged, do so in exchange for doing some problem solving on behalf of your client. How does your client now see you? If you are a problem solver, you are regarded as that go to person. And if you do have a wedding to attend, ask another trusted business associate to assist. Okay, here's a really big one. Treat all your clients as VIPs. Even if you have different levels of, your client programs, your bronze, silver, and gold, all your clients are paying money and they deserve your attention. And when you treat them like VIPs, they come back for more. Do you remember back in elementary school how you felt to be chosen last in gym class? Even though we're all adults now, no one wants to feel like you have a second class client. No one wants to feel like a second class client and their issues don't matter to you. Consider outsourcing some tasks or assigning client tasks and research to another virtual assistant if you need to. Okay, number 9, ask for feedback. Periodically ask for client feedback about their experience, about your service or products, or what they feel is missing or could be done better. No one is perfect. And even if we reach for perfection while operating our business, things do happen. If you don't stay in touch with what your clients want, they will naturally go to someone else who can provide what they need. So, staying current with market trends and their needs is paramount to success. Make this a conversation, asking for feedback, a part of your business, and your business will flourish. And you know what? If they give you positive feedback, great. Work to get it up even higher. If they give you negative feedback, apologize and do whatever it takes to make it right. If you truly want a client to be long term, thank them for their feedback and show them how your business changed because of them. Okay, number 10, put equal effort into keeping your clients as you put into getting new clients. So if you're going to say, you know what, I need to get new clients so I can continue to make money, what about your current clients coming back to you? Always think about that. Many business owners think that obtaining new clients is a challenge, it's what they need to be doing every day. How can I attract new clients? What can I offer them? But landing a new client is just the starting point of building a relationship. Your wooing doesn't end there. So you're not trying to get a client to do the work to get paid and then get a new client. You're doing the work, you're over delivering as you get paid so that that client comes back to you and refers other people. So, how would you expect to be treated as a client? Just think about that for a minute. If someone was to hire you, how would you expect to be treated? That's the way you think, and that's what leads to success. Okay, number 11, reward loyalty. So, if a client is loyalty, can you surprise them with a bonus or a benefit to reward your longtime clients who have been with you from the start or who have purchased every single one of your products? Surprise them with a special discount or maybe a gift in the mail, depending on what you can do. But what I love to do in my programs is I give out loyalty points, which they can trade in for cash when they buy the next thing from me. And so as they see their loyalty points, they want to spend it. You can even make it where the points expire at a certain date. So you get a lot of people in. Okay. So the next one is work quickly and fairly to resolve problems. So even though you probably have the best intentions, you are going to run into problems. So, how do you handle them? You have to think about that. And this will set you apart from your competitors and result in happy clients. So, if a client lodges a complaint with you, ask questions. Don't draw conclusions. Don't be responsible. Don't be irresponsible, but be responsible about it and let the client know that you're investigating the problem. No one can predict when a problem will arise. But what you need to do is you need to approach the problem fairly, look at it honestly, look at both sides. Is this what I did? This is what they did. And then do everything possible to repair the relationship. Okay, now we're on number 13. We've got 13, 14, and 15 left to go. I hope that you're finding value in this presentation. If you're just tuning in, I'm Alicia Lyttle with Internet Income Jamaica, and we're talking about the 15 ways to make sure that your clients fall in love with you. All right. The next thing is stay connected. Boy, this is so important. You'll always attract new clients, but it's important to stay connected to your previous clients. Find an excuse to reach out to them and offer them discounts or tell them about a promotion or simply check in on them. When the COVID-19 pandemic started, I urged all of my students to simply reach out to their clients to check on them. The results were amazing and range from thank yous to new orders for those clients who stayed. So make sure that you stay connected. Okay, number 14, add value at every turn. Another way to make sure that your clients love you is to always add value to their business. Add value. Write that down. Add value. Okay. If a client orders something from you, what can you add to that order for free that adds value? The example I'm going to give you here is of our student Tamika. She had a regular client that orders transcription from her. The first time that client ordered from her, she delivered the transcript and also provided a summary of the transcript. Her client was not only happy with the work Tamika delivered, but was also amazed by the value that the summary provided to her business, right? Her clients loved the summary. She told Tamika that she sent out the summary to her customers and they loved it. Not only did they get the transcript they wanted, but they also got a summary. Tamika added value, thus adding to her client's business. And last but not least, feature your clients on your website, or if you don't have one, give shout outs on social media. Who couldn't use a little bit more publicity? So, if you're doing a transcript for your client who has their new podcast episode out, all you have to do in this case is post on your page saying, shout out to Peta Gay, who's got her new podcast out. Here's a link to it. Go download and listen to it. It's not taking away anything from you. It's giving her a shout out. And when you show her, hey, I gave you a shout out on my Facebook page. I hope you get more subscribers from it. She's going to say, I love working with you. You're amazing. So, what can you do to spotlight them and make and show them that you're not just in this with them to just get paid and run, but you are building a long-term relationship. Throw in unique value, over deliver, be consistent with your clients, and always remember that this is a winning equation. I'm Alicia Lyttle with Internet Income Jamaica. If you would like a copy of these slides or for more tips and strategies, follow me on social media. If you send me a message on Instagram, follow me, and then ask me to send you the slides for the 15 ways to make your clients fall in love with you, and I will make sure that you get them. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Alicia Lyttle Jamaica, and on LinkedIn. Thanks once again for tuning in to this episode of the Digital Jampreneur. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.